Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello.
Good evening.
How are you?
Fantastic. And yourself?
I'm good.
Great.
I know Justin is here. Justin is not feeling well today, but he will be listening and playing producer today.
Hello.
Hope you're feeling better. Hello, Monet. We haven't seen Monet in so long. Welcome, Monet. Bill Bixby, thank you for joining us every week, right on time.
Yeah.
Corey, don't do that.
Don't do
Corey, we
what?
had we had this conversation earlier. You better bring the funk today because you've been bringing the funk, and I love it when you bring the funk. So,
I farted. Does that help?
Corey got the energy of Adam Pierce on Monday nights.
oh my
Yes.
god. Anyway, I didn't watch
Oh
Friday Night
my
SmackDown.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
So we're gonna let some people in to
Oh
help
my
us drive the
gosh.
conversation because welcome to another episode of Mimi Ain't Watch Shit. I did though. I watched Raw today. I did watch Raw, but I did not go back and
Did
watch
you
SmackDown.
did you
And
watch it or was
I
it
did.
on?
No, no, no. It was on and I watched it. I did. And
Okay.
I took notes. I took my notes. So don't do that. Don't do that. Um
Ooh, say it like that again.
um
Don't do that.
oh.
I'm about to say you lost me with that, Corey.
I know.
Yeah.
I was like,
I
oh,
was
did
like,
it just get
where are you
weird?
going with this?
Anyway, yeah, I just haven't been able to get into SmackDown on Fridays. Actually, this Friday I did have something to do. I was out with my village. It's been a while since I've been out. Rewind Thursday night, I did go out to that screening of Hills Have Eyes, West Side Gun Day. Did you guys hear about that?
No.
No, explain.
So apparently August 28th is deemed West Side Gun Day. And for West Side Gun Day, he had a Heels Have Eyes production in Buffalo. And the
Oh, I
card,
did hear, but yes,
yeah,
I know.
right?
Yeah, I didn't know there was a screening or something, but I
Yeah.
remember that event going on. Yes.
Yes. So he had that event. It was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool event. I had a good time. I saw Meg the Impact, Meg Ember is there. I saw those wrestling girls. I saw Wilkins. Who else did I see? I think that was mainly the only
Did
people
you
that I really
did you
saw.
walk past a mirror?
Amir, who's that?
A mirror. Did you walk past one?
No, there were not any mirrors.
Okay, I was
Thanks
gonna say
very much.
you would have saw yourself.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What are these dad jokes? What are these dad jokes?
But
Help me understand. I'm right. Exactly. I'm
You
just
laughed, didn't you?
I did. I
Yeah,
did.
exactly.
Why you being no, you know what? I don't want you to bring the funk no more. I don't want you to bring the funk because you being
I'm
real
about to say
stupid on
Corey's bringing that Kevin Nash energy towards Javon Evans
right.
today. It's like, yo, who
I
shit in
am
your
not.
cereal?
You can relax,
Well,
sir and
well,
madam.
I am trying to relax.
Yeah,
well,
you
let's not
especially.
let's talk about that. I'm a little confused as to because I read the transcript and I'm just trying to understand what he meant. And then these guys always are critical, right? They're constantly critical about everything. And I
Hmm.
personally think that they don't like the bouncy. I don't think any of the all of them have always been critical of people that flip and do a lot of the acrobatic stuff. I personally feel, and I'm not caping for him or whatever, but what I'm saying is I personally feel like it's a thing with the old timers. They're very much like the get off my lawn with the new age stuff. So I read some of it. I didn't read all of it. When somebody's not favorable of my favorite, I don't 100% read, what they're saying at the time in the present at that moment. I sometimes like leave and come back. But what it was it really was it that egregious?
I mean, I'm looking at the quote right now. It looks kind of bad. When you're saying, "quote," he's a little bit too fucking Mr. Jangles for me. I wish he was a little bit more urban.
Wait. He said Mr. Bojangles?
Yes,
Yeah.
I am
Oh, that.
quoting.
I thought that's why you brought it up, Mimi, because of that quote. That's how I
I
was.
didn't. Somebody must have. You know what? That's not the quote that I saw. Then
Uh,
that's not the quote that I saw.
Yeah, that's why people are up in arms.
quote. This is from Kevin Nash, and I'm quoting this per Cage Side Seats. He's an incredible athlete. He being Javon Evans. He's a little bit too fucking Mr. Bojangles for me. I wish he was a little bit more urban. I understand it's Netflix. I understand there's a big fucking world out there besides the one that fucking 66-year-old Detroit boy Kevin Nash wants. But I just want him to have a little bit of an edge. But if he's not going to have an edge, that he knows how to throw. He can strike. He throws a good punch. Fucking take your time and throw a good punch. Maybe put two or three together. Something where fucking you tell me if this shit was real, all this athleticism I have, I can use. Now, not if this shit was real, motherfucker, I would cartwheel off your motherfucking body like you would never see.
What?
End quote. It,
That didn't make any
yeah,
sense.
it's the you. So you want him to be less missable Jangles and more urban. So you're kind of shading him with another shade because what's more urban? Like you want to.
Mr. Bojangles.
So basically, you think that he's shucking and driving and dancing and doing all the flippy shit.
No. I'm stuck. I know what Mr. Bojangles
No,
is.
but then
I'm
it's
just.
also the second part of it is like, but you want him to be more urban. So you want him to be more street, more rugged,
But
more
what does he know about
brawler.
that? But what does he know about that?
That, that
What does he know about that?
that's where it's like you picked. It's like you're criticizing him with another criticism. It's like it's not making sense to go from Mr. Bojangles to urban. It's like you're dissing him you're twice now. Of like he can only be two ways, either Mr. Bojangles or urban, and then you don't really go into urban other than, well, I guess it's not my type of wrestling. And it's like, ugh,
It's not
it,
booked for him. It's not booked for him. And things that are not booked for you, you shouldn't comment on. You
yeah,
really shouldn't comment on. What do you think about this, Corey?
I don't have any comment.
Why don't you have any comment?
I mean, for me, I don't. I saw the quote and I was like, all right. I don't. I'm once again me being extra positive. I just don't subscribe to that stuff. It was kind of messed up, and I just left it at that. I didn't really delve into it too much after that. I think what you were saying earlier was the crux of it for me was that he's always been a person that isn't high on the flippy stuff and for a long time he's been like that. I chalked it up to that. I don't think he said it in the right way, and I just chalked it up to
But
he's
he said
always
it
been
in
like
a,
this.
but you don't think that saying Mr. Bojangles, like, you don't think that that is like incredibly insensitive and incredibly like eyebrow raising? You don't think that that's
That's
something to
not what I said.
be.
What
No,
I yeah.
I'm not saying that that's what you
Mhm.
said, but you don't think that that's something to comment on,
I
or you're
here's
choosing not to.
here's the thing. One, besides choosing not to, I just don't. I didn't read enough into it to really have a thought of it. That I heard what I
Oh,
said
you're
when I
breaking
saw it.
up.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I was saying that when I saw it, I literally said, "Oh, but that's not going to be good." I was like, "People are going to be mad at that." I literally, as I read it, I was like, "Yeah, that." I literally said to myself, well, "That's the wrong choice of words." Like, didn't think that was good, and I don't think there's a way around it or him to get out of it. Like, I'm sure he's going to try to probably. Well, maybe he won't. I
When did
don't
that
know.
drop? When did that drop?
Yesterday,
Do we know? Oh, it
I
dropped
think it
as
was
early as
yesterday.
yesterday. I definitely wasn't paying attention
Yeah,
because I think I saw something and like in the middle of the day, I think my Twitter was acting a little funny.
sure.
yeah.
So I don't know
Twitter
what was going.
was being
It was
on
acting
and
funny
off
at
all
one
day.
point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so
Yeah. He's
uh-huh.
just always been vanilla midgets and all this. He's never liked anybody. To me, he's always had something to say about anybody that isn't 6'3", 250 pounds or more. Like it's always been anybody that can do anything past a somersault or something in the ring.
Mhm.
It's not. And hey, you know what? That's his opinion, not the term he used. That's not good. But if he doesn't like that, it's not for him. It's not for him. I ain't faulting him for that. But
No, no,
what he
no, but you
said,
didn't have to say it that way.
yeah. Oh, that's what I'm saying. What he said, that wasn't good at all. But yeah, I mean, he can have the opinion, but it's kind of like you want him to be more urban. Like, what I don't know what else you want from him. I thought I actually, I guess for me, it was like I like that he's more positive, more like he's not what Hey, let's I don't know, whatever stereotypical thing. He's not that. The dude's athletic. I think if you take that away from him, that keeps him at the bottom of the card, to be honest. Everything that he can do is the reason why he's in the Elimination Chamber, which happened last night. He's now qualified for the Elimination Chamber. So I think all of this, and granted, the when I saw it happen, I was like, I'm happy for him, and I hope they change my mind, but I feel like I know what this spot is for. And
What spot?
the
Him?
yeah, it,
Well, is he's I personally think that he's taking Homeboy's spot that was on a timeline a week or two ago talking crazy.
uh, refresh me.
Ricochet.
Well, yeah. Oh, okay, yes. I thought you were like literally somebody on the roster. No,
No,
yes,
no, no,
yes,
no.
I
I
agree.
think he's there to
Yes,
take his spot. And that I think we were talking about this. Were we talking about this? I don't know if we were talking about this in private or if we were talking about this in on the show on Thursday. However, he constantly tries to defend where he's at right now and the fact that he's so happy in terms of him like talking about other people's situation, like his situation, and then pulling somebody else, dropping names of other people that he thinks is unhappy, whatever the case is, right? I
Hmm.
personally think that had he not left, he would have continued to be one of one, actually the head of one of one, because now the Lucha Libres have come in and we have somebody that's super one of one because you don't really see a one of one at the size of Javon Evans. Javon Evans is what, 6'3"?
yeah, he might be 6'4". He's kind of tall. He probably
He's
6'3" at least.
he's tall, he's doing everything that you were doing in the ring. So he's still one of one. He still took your spot. You came from him on the timeline. He dragged you on the timeline.
Javon is
And
listed officially at 6'5",
Yeah, I
oh
was
180
gonna
wow.
say
pounds.
I
Oh
didn't. Yeah,
wow.
I was gonna say I didn't think he would. 6'3" was a great guy. I was like, I think
So
he's
I about
taller.
to say,
I
yeah,
Yeah,
was
like
I was being
yeah. I know
generous. I
you
was
were. I
being
know
if
you
kind of
were.
generous. Yeah,
if
Yeah,
cuz
he's
I didn't
listed
want
at
to misspeak.
if he's listed at 6'5", he's probably around that 6'3", 6'4" range.
yeah. I know he's definitely like when I saw him in Atlanta when he after the NXT show, I was like,
He's
oh,
tall.
this dude. Yeah, it definitely shows. It just doesn't show next to other people because he's so small weight wise.
Right.
But
Right.
yeah, he's right around the same height as Gunther. He definitely
Yeah,
is. Yeah,
it,
like
it's mis
Mhm.
it's misleading because it's like he's a wrestler in a basketball player's body. Like
yeah,
he's got a
Mm.
basketball sprinter's build, like
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah,
Usain
like a
Bolt
track
type of
guy.
build.
Yep.
yeah.
Like
Yep.
you wouldn't think like, oh, he can actually go wrestle. Then you stick him next to Randy Orton, who's got like 80 pounds on him, and
Right.
it's like,
Right.
hey, yo, it looked like he ate Javon.
Right.
Yeah, 80. 80 is generous. He's probably got almost 100 on him for real.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
he's small. But okay.
yeah, and that's what
I
I mean. That's what I
mean,
was meaning. That the spot that he's in the coincidence by race, but he's in the Kofi Kingston, Ricochet spot that he's gonna have the highlight reel in the match in the
right.
Shelton Benjamin spot when Shelton was around. Like he's gonna have that spot. That's gonna be his
Mhm.
spot. But what I also thought, which is what the credibility to it, is that he was this year's Iron Man in the Rumble. I was like, this, okay, it's not like he just happened to fall into the chamber. He's got
Mhm.
two very distinctive, back-to-back pay-per-view type situations for himself. So I think it's correct. I would love to see him get an elimination. I don't want him to do all the spots, but he's the first one out, which is
Oh, of the
probably going
thing?
to, yeah, it's probably not out of the but first one eliminated is what I mean.
Right.
But he's probably going to be. I have to see the rest of the field, but he's probably going to be the first one eliminated. I don't want that for him. I would love to see him get an eliminations in there.
Yeah, I would not. I would hope. I feel like they even after that they booked him incredibly good last night, which
Oh yeah,
was like that main event was top tier. And he always he always does what he's supposed to do. And I think that they're gonna make him, even if he is the first one to be eliminated, I almost feel like he's gonna be it's gonna be a while since somebody's eliminated.
oh
You
yeah,
winning
yeah,
against Gunther is just like amazing. Like I love that for him.
absolutely.
I love that for him. So Kevin Nash, you can kiss his beautiful big black butt.
And choose
Yeah,
better words like Mr. Bojangles. It's like you
I
gotta
don't
you
even
gotta you gotta
understand.
be
I don't even
over 30 to
understand.
yeah,
understand the significance of Mr.
I don't
yeah.
Bojangles and
even
That
how
was
that's
yeah.
like a
yeah,
real deep cut insult. Like, come on,
You
guys.
can just you Google Mr. Bojangles and see what comes up.
yeah,
Like the fact that he thought that that was okay, and I'm not shocked because at the end of the day, people that I feel like some people that are a staunch, like just saying that they're staunch advocates for certain things, like it always comes out at some point.
yeah.
And so he was always that one guy that I was always looking on the side, like, okay, I appreciate you for appearing to be an ally, but that's not an ally comment right there. So, anyway, moving forward on that.
Mm-hmm.
Did anything significant happen on Friday? Because I was just completely turned off by the Raheem situation. Like I could not stomach. I think I personally stepped off the timeline and actively did not comment on Raheem because I couldn't take it anymore.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know
Did
what you want me
anything
to say to
did
that.
it I asked the question. I said, did anything significant happen on Friday?
Yes, Cody
Mm.
Rhodes advanced into the Elimination Chamber
I
in the
would
main
say
event.
Jesus.
you didn't want Raheem. Now Raheem's in the elimination chamber.
Yeah, it's
Oh, what a surprise.
no. So, are we gonna? Is this going to
Go
be
ahead.
a ranting session or a wrestling
I,
session?
I can
What are we gonna
rant.
do?
I
What are
can
we gonna
rant,
do?
but
We could do
What
a
are we
bit
gonna
of
do?
we
Are we
didn't
both.
gonna
watch it. We
discuss,
didn't
or are
watch
we?
it.
How
We
about
didn't
we
watch
how
it.
about you
So
lead
Then
off
I
with a
have
wrestling
nothing to say. I'm not gonna talk to
session?
myself. Go
what?
ahead,
No,
move
no,
on.
no. No, no,
No,
no. Even
What?
if
no,
I
no, because I'm here to talk wrestling, and you're gonna just rant about
I'm
how
not
you
gonna
don't like
rant. I
Cody.
promise.
No, because you didn't watch. Then what am I saying? What
I'm
am I
not.
saying?
No, no, no. Just tell me what happened. Just tell me
All
what
right, so
Cody won
explain
the
it to the
match.
people in the
happened.
back.
Friend,
No, no.
tell me what happened.
Cody won.
Can you stop it? Why we gotta go through this every week?
I
You
don't know. Why do we?
you know I don't like the man. I'm telling you right now, I'm not
What?
gonna
What?
rant.
You think
I'm
I
not gonna
booked him to
rant. I'm
win?
not gonna rant.
I didn't book him to win. I
I'm not
didn't
gonna
book him to
rant.
win.
I'm not gonna rant. Let's just talk about it.
So Cody did advance into the
Hmm.
Elimination Chamber. I gotta believe he's the favorite. I feel as though there's not like I said again. I've got to see the rest of the field, but I can't see a way that. Um, again, I guess if somebody from the outside interferes,
Hmm.
then that could possibly cost him.
Okay.
Um, Now, the easiest route probably is you go like a Drew McIntyre interfering, and
Hmm.
it takes Cody out of the match, and you get a triple threat with the winner of the Elimination Chamber versus
At
Drew
Mania?
versus Cody.
At Mania?
Yes.
Okay. So
Uh,
you think Cody's in there to not to win?
no, I do think Cody is winning. I'm just thinking of ways that he
Oh
doesn't
Jesus.
win, but it's good. See, again, this is what I'm talking about. I'm discussing scenarios.
No. I'm
You
not
just
our
don't like the
Jesus and
guy.
you. I'm not our Jesus and you. What I don't like, what I don't like is the fact that he's winning these big matches and giving us nothing during the year.
You think he's giving you nothing. That's fine. I
Okay.
he's
Okay. No, I'm
listen.
listening. I'm listening. I'm listening to
He's
you.
one of the 2 or 3 top guys in the company right now. He's gonna win big matches. It just is what it is. It is what it is. It's you can't. It's a situation where, yes, I get it that somebody you cannot like somebody, not you specifically, but somebody cannot like a wrestler. But facts are facts are facts. The dude's a top 2 or 3 guy in the company. It's him, Roman, and Punk. To be honest, right now, those are your top 3 guys in the company.
You not putting Drew into that?
No,
Oh
not
wow.
not
Okay.
no, not right now. I'm talking
Okay.
about just those are the top 3. Okay, you want to go top 4? Drew's in there. There you go. But the top 3 is Roman, Punk, and Cody, and it's not even close. Within the whoever's fourth is a relatively distant fourth right now.
I'm
But
glad you put
again,
it in that order.
yeah, I don't care. I mean it is that's what it is. It's a toss up between Punk and Cody from who's 2. But it's even so. I mean, here you go. I'm glad you put it in that order. Whatever.
You
Anyway,
just got
no,
that?
I was getting my point across. I was wanting to make sure I threw that in there.
Okay.
But no, I mean, that Cody's gonna win matches. Punk's gonna win matches. Roman's gonna win matches. That's just the way it is. I mean,
Yeah, but Roman hasn't won big match like a lot of big matches. He hasn't. That's the thing. Like I think if he won, I would be quiet if he didn't win so many big matches. If he wasn't put in so many big matches.
he just won the Royal Rumble.
But that's not that's a big
What?
match that he's won in a very long time. It's been a very long time,
What do you mean a
right?
very long time? He just won in September. He's only lost 2 matches. He's had 4 matches since September, since SummerSlam. And let's count SummerSlam. He won at SummerSlam. He won at what, Clash in Paris? He lost at whatever was in
But
Australia.
were those
Eh,
big matches? Were those really
yes.
big
Oh,
matches?
so none of the stuff that he's in is big. None of that's big time. Those are all big
Mm,
matches. They're all big matches. So you can't have it both ways. It's big matches. He's involved. It's a big match. Am I right?
yeah,
Okay, then
but
Yep.
that's
where the
what it
match,
is. It's a
I
big
think
match.
no, but I think they don't. I think I just don't find. I think he should have a match at WrestleMania. Yes, he should have a match at Elimination Chamber. Yes, I don't think he needs to be in the Elimination Chamber. I really, really don't.
Who, Cody?
Yes, but that's
He,
just my opinion.
and I hear you on that. My thing
Hmm.
is that he's unless there's another planned match that does not involve. I just, as a top person in the company, I all bias aside, I can't see him not being in the other main event.
Mm.
I can be
Okay.
surprised, and if they do it that way, great. But I just don't. No matter what pairing they do with Drew, the
Hmm.
way that things have been going right now, because again, it's not like they've booked Drew away from Cody and they're forcing Cody in that spot. They have
Hmm.
actively booked Drew and Cody together for months now.
Okay.
Drew Claymore kicking Cody out of the Rumbles, not an accident. There, you okay over there?
Yeah,
Thought you
yeah.
ate something spicy or something.
No.
What was you?
She fighting with
Remember when
Raheem
she
over
was
there.
cooking the stuff on the stove or something?
No,
Okay,
no, my
Hey,
son
hey, man,
is
she was
giving me a
chefing up
hug,
them
and then I'm like,
ideas that day. That's what she
yeah,
was
no, she
doing.
was chefing up them quesadillas or
no,
whatever
She
that
was
one
cooking,
time.
figuratively and literally.
whatever, whatever,
Listen, I got a memory like
whatever.
an elephant. I remember it's like, what is she doing? Anyway, um,
I'm
yeah,
not
no,
I'm
it's
not
just
mad at Cody being in the chamber because look at
yeah,
it
I'm
like
not
this.
either.
The alternative would have been having him win the Rumble, and that would have been the third win in the last 4 years, and that
Well,
would have been fucking way too much. Him in
yeah,
the
well,
chamber, that
mm-hmm,
can go a
mm-hmm,
multitude of different ways, especially how Chambers pulled out to where you don't necessarily need to win Chamber in order to get your Mania matches. We talked about this last week of like Logan Paul has created like what, three different Mania matches from the Elimination Chamber. He has
yeah,
yet to win any of those Chamber matches.
yeah,
Not to mention WWE loves using either before the match starts and the chamber closes or in between elimination when they open the cage to take someone out and someone comes in and starts beating the hell out of everyone and whatnot. Like there's a multitude of ways they can get with it with Cody, but if Cody's gonna be in the title picture, he has to be in chamber, especially where
yeah.
I said you guys like what the card looks like so far. Like if Roman's not on this chamber card,
Thank you. Go
you
ahead,
already have
Justin. You were proving my
you
point.
already have Punk in the title match. If Drew's not on this card, so one of your title holders may not be on this. Your Royal Rumble winner may not be on this. You need someone that's going to be credible because remember, whoever wins the men's chamber match gets that other title shot. So you gotta have Cody in that,
And that's where
and
I was getting
especially
at. Yep.
where Mimi, as much as you hate the man could be the first one in there, and he gets jumped by all five guys in that chamber, which is gonna make you smile because you'll be like, please,
Yes.
he got nowhere to run,
Listen,
just
Justin,
jump him. That chamber's
you ain't gotta
closed.
placate to her. Listen, okay,
I'm
no,
always the even keel
no,
between
no,
the salt and
no.
pepper of the
I'm the
both of you.
even
I'm the
keel.
even.
No, no,
No, you've
no,
been.
no.
I don't know. You've
I'm
been doing
kidding.
the heel turn the last couple of weeks.
No, it's all. You know what? That's what heels go through in WWE. It's always them telling the truth and being right, and they're a heel because of it. And you know what? Thank you. Thank you. Now, Cody is the next top big available star left. Punk is in a match. Roman's not showing up. You got to have Cody in there somewhere. You have to, especially for the legitimacy of the chamber. It's not a knock on everybody else in there, but spade's a spade. You have a six man in there, and Cody's not. You don't have a bona fide main eventer in there. What are we doing?
Mhm.
If you're doing that and you have somebody else, not I hate to say it, if it's not somebody like crazy credible going in there against Drew at Mania, it's not main eventing the other night. I'm sorry. That's a reality that we probably got to face right now. If it's Drew, and I hate to, and it's like I like LA Knight, but like
Mhm.
I saw that floating around a couple days ago. If it ends up being like Drew and LA Knight, it's not main eventing night one. Sorry, it's not.
I don't
And
think
I
it's gonna.
love.
I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think he's in it at all. Honestly, I don't.
What are you talking about? LA
I don't
Knight?
think. Yeah, I don't
He's
think.
qualified.
I know, but I don't think he's. I think he's just there just to be there. He's qualified just to be qualified. I don't think there's
No, he's a
anything.
again. You can't discredit LA Knight right now.
I'm not discrediting him. I'm just saying he's just filling a spot. I'm not
He's
discrediting
not
him.
filling a spot. He's more.
Okay.
He's a credible option to win, but I don't think they're main eventing. If Cody's not involved in that title match with Drew, that
Mhm.
match doesn't main event a night of WrestleMania, and I'm standing on that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm standing on that. If Cody is not involved in that match, it ain't main event in Mania. And honestly, for me, the best route for them to go is Drew versus Cody versus Jacob to me. But again, Jacob might not even be involved. And to be honest, it might not even be just Jacob. Somehow, and as weird as it sounds,
Mhm.
um, it's almost like there's an avenue for them to add a fourth person. I doubt it though, because I almost feel like they're gonna go. I feel like they're setting up Trick Williams and Sami Zayn, but I don't know when they're gonna do it because I don't know how long you can prolong that for it to make it to Mania.
You
We're
think
still
that'll
two.
happen before Randy and no, I'm sorry. Yeah, Randy and Trick. Wasn't he in a? Weren't they going to put him in a?
They can't no,
They
but
teased that
Trick,
a little bit.
but yeah, but if you've been watching,
I haven't. I haven't.
Sami Zayn has been the butt of Trick's promos lately, like for a couple of weeks now. So it seems like they're setting up Sammy versus Trick. But I don't know if there's another Saturday night's main event in here somewhere or something. Or because again, once Elimination Chamber happens in a week and a half or whatever, we're still 6 weeks away from WrestleMania. And I'm just wondering, do they have the creative legs to get Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn all the way to Mania? I almost
Mm,
feel like that happens on a SmackDown beforehand.
mm.
Um,
So and that's what I'm getting at is that I would love for it to make it to Mania. To be honest, I think Trick probably ends up in some kind of a multi-man match for the U.S. Championship with Carmelo Hayes. I want Carmelo Hayes to make it to the Mania card because I don't
Right.
even remember I think what Mania 37 or something is the last time the US what Logan had it, so it was defended. But you don't see the mid card titles. The point I'm getting, you don't see the mid card titles defended on Mania too often. We did see it last year, which was great because now they have two nights. But it's like I do want Carmelo to actually get like a decent match with that. But they've got enough people now that I think they don't do the multi-man matches like a multi-man ladder or whatever too often
Hmm.
at a Mania lately, that is. But I think this is a time where they could do it. Almost like how he's doing the open challenge. You could do Carmelo, Ilya, Trick. Um, you could throw three more people in there. Just you could do a 6-man ladder match for the U.S. Championship.
Oh,
Honestly, I'd rather
oh.
that for the IC title. That way, Dominic can always complain he never lost it straight up.
Yeah,
I'd rather Carmelo and Ilya straight up because when they have been wrestling, those have been bangers. It is kind of like they're coming to a point of like one or the other has to win definitively, and I'd rather that have
yeah.
its conclusion at Mania where either Ilya gets that title off of him or Melo beats him, and that's a signature win. But that
Yeah.
deserves a payoff because they've been putting in work with that title.
I
Let
think
let
we get
the
it before
let
But
Mania.
can they
let
stretch it? Can they stretch it? That's
That's
the
of
that's what
thing.
I
course.
think. I think we get it before
You
Mania,
can always
Justin.
stretch it by having Melo do the open challenge. And every time Ilya comes out, he just refuses and be like, I've already beaten you back of the line. Anyone else? And you keep pushing
That's
off Ilya until like Ilya gets pissed off. Nick always like, you know what? You can't keep ignoring Ilya. Number one contenders match. Ilya wins number one contenders match. Now Melo can't run from him.
Mm.
Yeah, but Carmelo's a full-fledged baby face now. He ain't backing down from him at this point. Like Carmelo's a full-fledged baby face.
Mm.
Like that would work with the old Melo. I absolutely agree. I think it's a good scenario. The way
Or you could
Melo
just
is
have
now,
heels jump the line and then Ilya just get pissed and like boom. Melo.
yeah, but they're almost doing that with Miz now, though. That's kind of, and that's I, I'm. I think for me, I'm trying to ultimately find a way that Trick gets on the card for Mania.
I think he'll get on the card. It's just what are they willing to do to get him on the card?
Yeah.
Are they willing to is it going to be a non no stakes or is it going to be stakes and are they going to give him let him win the stakes?
Well, I think he gets on to Mania, but I think he's going to lose the match.
Why? Why do
If
you
it's
think so?
Randy, he's losing. If it's
Why?
Randy, he's losing.
Why do you feel that way?
I think Randy's as much of a following Trick has right now and momentum that he has. I don't see them having him beat Randy. Now, if it's Sammy, I could see him beating Sammy at Mania. I can. I don't see a world where Trick Williams is beating Randy Orton on his first, unless let me small backtrack that. Unless they do a situation that was almost like Jericho and Fandango, that they really wanted to do a surprise and get somebody on the map, and they do that and they have the veteran lose to the rookie.
Yeah,
They
but
could
that
do it
isn't
that
that what
way.
they're supposed to be doing, Corey? Because like
Yeah,
they
you
need to
say
make
that.
stars. What are you talking? I don't.
You say that, but they can, but a lot of times they don't do that. They'll do it later. He may get a rematch and beat him later. I don't see him doing it at Mania though.
Here I hate deviating into the business aspect of it. I'm deviating into the business aspect of it
Go
because
ahead.
at the end of the day, they need to push forward these guys. Yes, they're on the main roster, but they need to be comfortable being on the main roster without a support like legs, like training wheels.
Right
Cuz
now.
right now they have training wheels. And so I don't think him losing, and I'm not, and I'm a, I'm a fan of Randy Orton. I don't think him losing to Orton at WrestleMania is the right call. I think the right call would be for him to get into a program with Randy Orton because they kind of have the same build. They've been teasing a back and forth. I think they can creative can really stretch that out, and the two of them can really work that out to make it into something like high post for Mania, and I don't think he should lose that. I think Randy's on his way out. I think right now a lot of these they need to start making these stars, and they are because they've called some people up, okay, and they call the right people up, I have to
Mhm.
say. And so they need to work these guys and girls into a space where once these guys leave, there's going to be a world when these guys, the older guys, the legends, so to speak, the modern legends, so to speak, when they leave, they have to hold a fort. And I don't think they're ready to hold a fort right now. But they have to get somewhere, and I don't think losing at Mania is getting somewhere. They have to work that WrestleMania season, that road to WrestleMania. They need to understand and learn how to work that. And then they need to like continue on with that. They need to hold that ball and not drop it. And I just don't think that I think Sami Zayn is a safe spot for a lot, but for me, I feel like lately he's been winning matches that he shouldn't be winning.
Who? Sami
Mm.
Zayn? What?
Yeah,
Uh,
but I never thought highly of Sami Zayn too.
well,
That's
okay.
another thing. So for me, like I understand where he is in the business, and like they think highly of him and this, that, and the third. But I think they think highly of him in a different way. Like I don't know if he'll ever get a championship.
I think he is. I think he's getting one. I truly think he's getting one. But
Mm,
two things. One, I don't see Randy leaving anytime soon. And
I'm not
the
saying
other,
that he's leaving anytime soon. I'm saying that he needs to help these guys get to a spot where when he does leave, like they're comfortable. And right
I think he's
now
got time
they're
to do
not
that.
comfortable. Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah, but my thing is, okay, you start there, you give Trick the win against Randy, then what? I
And then you
almost
continue
fit.
to build him.
Yeah, but where does he go from there? Are you giving Randy the win back afterwards?
He doesn't need the win. He's Randy Orton.
Yeah, I
He
get it.
doesn't need it. Like
But
he can get it somewhere else. Randy could be doing other things as he like prepares to be on his way out. We never got a program between the tribal chief and Randy Orton. That last time, like we never really got a proper program between those two. So I feel like he can be tied up into something like that. Where that win, I think those wins matter. In my opinion, those wins matter. Randy Orton losing to the younger guard, I don't think holds a lot of weight. I think it helps the other half, not him. It helps him. It makes him look good because he's putting talent over. But I think it's more beneficial to the other side. Whereas
uh-huh.
the modern legends, I feel like the real stories that need to be closed out, like that could be a piece of content that they need to focus on while they're building these new guys.
Yeah,
And Randy
I
going
don't
over
think
the
Trick.
young guard. Randy literally did that last year with Joe Hendry. So it's like you have him doing it for two
Yeah.
straight years in a row.
And that was crazy to me, okay? Like I was beside myself because I couldn't even understand what was happening. It didn't make any sense. Cause he was because Joe Hendry, I can't get behind that character, and that's a different story. But that's another story for a different time.
You don't like
But
singing
I
and
just
waving your hands from
no,
side to side.
it's not that. It's not even that. It's just the character is just not believable for me. For me, the character, and maybe that's not what it's there for, but it's too campy for me. His character was way too campy for me.
I've loved him since England, since What Culture Pro, like before he even came to the States.
Mm-hmm.
I was so I used to get so mad, not in a bad way, but I would get mad that he blew up and everybody's because I'm like, none of y'all were there. None of y'all were
Yeah,
there.
it's
I
it's,
I
it's
remember,
it's
wasn't.
basically like an underground rapper going mainstream. It's like
yeah,
you weren't there for the deep
man,
cuts. Get the fuck like Kendrick. It's
yo,
like you
I
weren't there
was
for
so
Section 80. What's this shit? Now
right.
now you're here for Damn and To Pimp a Butterfly. Where were you
Yeah,
for this?
like
Right.
the stuff with him and Drew Galloway, well, McIntyre, but Drew Galloway overseas, the
Mm-hmm.
stuff with him and Mr. Anderson, and the stuff like
Yeah,
he's
I don't know
done.
any of that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I've been a Joe Hendry fan for years, like before he had his first TNA run,
Mm-hmm.
not the second one where he was, recently. He was in TNA before he was even in ROH.
Right.
Yeah, like yo, I'm like when he was just the local hero. Like
Right.
that's been my dude. Like I'm glad he made it because he was really good at all the song. Like what we're getting now is the toned down version of the stuff he was doing overseas. Like the he was doing music videos for all the opponents. Like every opponent he had a song for. You got that now, but he had a song for every opponent, a video. Like that dude was working. So I love that he is where he is now. Cause I seen that dude from like the real small, like local stuff he was doing back in the day. Like all his stuff was I was like, nobody else is doing this right now.
Mm.
It was like if WWE could have done what Joe Hendry was doing with like an Elias or something when he was around, he'd have blew up huge.
Mm.
Because that stuff, because what the stuff that Joe Hendry was doing, nobody, like I said, not only were he was doing the songs for people, he was doing accompanying videos for them before the match. They would air as his like video before he came out. Like the stuff is so good, but I get it. It's campy for a lot of people. I get it. I understand that completely. But I like that stuff. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
okay with it. But
Okay.
I get it. It's campy for people. But
Yeah.
yeah, Randy absolutely should have beat Joe Hendry last year.
That didn't
He
make that was just
it made
it was
perfect sense to me
egregious.
because of what Joe Hendry's character is. It was he wasn't going to be in WWE full time anytime soon at that point because he really wasn't showing up again until a couple of months later, and then he was consistent in NXT. So I was okay with him. I the moment I saw of it was that the TNA champion was at WrestleMania. That's what I
Mm.
saw of it.
It also
Mm.
Like I didn't. Go ahead,
it
Justin.
also
Yeah,
made sense of like you're there, you're at WrestleMania, you're gonna want your WrestleMania moments, so you're gonna want to do your pose and do your little O phase, and unfortunately you're in the ring with someone that like you can't do that because all he needs is 1 second to RKO your ass, and that was just a perfectly
yeah,
time like I got my shit in, and here comes Randy to get his shit in. It's like that's one of those moments of
yeah.
just like boom, you did two
You
things
he
in
could have
one.
gotten his moment in and not win. He could have got his moment in and not win.
eh,
Him being at
Randy could have.
no, Joe Hendry was Joe Hendry at WrestleMania, who wasn't even part of the roster. He got his WrestleMania moment. He did
Well,
not
yeah,
need
that's
to win. He did not need to win to get his additional WrestleMania moment.
well.
But it is what it
Hey,
is.
I think if we get
I'm
Trick and
confused.
Randy, I think Trick wins. This is a
He's
signature.
got
This will
to.
be KO beating Cena on the first time on the roster where it's like a holy shit moment. You're making someone.
Yes, I think.
There's an avenue for it. Yes, I mean I don't think he wins it, but we'll
Okay.
see. I don't think he wins it, but I was confused on what you were saying because Joe Hendry lost last year. I didn't get what you were saying, Mimi.
Didn't he win?
Oh
No.
my
That
gosh. Oh,
WrestleMania
next
match?
topic.
Randy
Next topic.
won, and then
Next
Randy
topic.
Randy
Oh my
post match
gosh.
was like, you know what, Joe? I'm gonna let you have your moment again.
Oh my
Let's
gosh, yo.
do the sing and wave your
No,
hands from
this.
side to side, throw your hands in the sky. Oh
Oh
yeah, Joe,
my
hold on a sec. RKO
gosh.
again.
Oh
I
my
can't help
god.
myself. So
It was
he beat
literally,
him
yeah.
and he let him have his
Oh,
moment again. And he's like, I just gotta RKO you one more time for shits and giggles.
oh my gosh.
Listen,
What
let me
else
tell
we
You
you,
know
got?
what? That's
Vegas
got
was Vegas. I have
Mimi's got
PTSD.
homework.
I
Mimi's got
know.
homework before Mania. She's got to
No, I'm
rewatch
not going
Mania
back.
41
I'm
to
not.
be
I was
like,
traumatized by it. I have PTSD.
well,
No. Mm-mm.
hey, if you're gonna go to Vegas this year, you gotta run back last year. Be like, all right, what did I actually miss? Because there's probably matches I didn't even realize was on this damn card.
I always run back matches. That is the one WrestleMania card, PLE that I have never run back.
Well, you got homework.
I
So,
don't want to. It was so terrible. It was for me. The trip
Then
was
stop
awful.
talking about it.
No,
Let's go
why?
move on.
The trip was
I,
awful. I'm going to talk about it. The trip was awful.
are you going this year? Or are you just
Hell
like,
no.
eh,
Hell no. Vegas will not take my money with their $55 resort fee per night. You can have that. Get that $55 from somebody else, not me.
hey, then we gotta talk off mic.
Yeah, you
It's
don't.
okay.
I wouldn't go.
Nope.
But
Well,
I know Corey's gonna go because that's his thing, and that's okay. That's okay. But for me,
don't try to
mania
patronize me.
trip. I'm not patronizing you.
The
I'm
only
not. That's what you love.
the
You
only
love
time
it.
WWE is seeing my money this year is most likely September because you had me at Money in the Bank in New Orleans, and I really want to go back to New Orleans because that is a perfect. I don't know how many times I've said this on platforms. That is New Orleans is the perfect destination for WWE events, and I don't know why they neglect going there because everything's in one damn spot. So once you put Money in the Bank over there, I'm in. That's where W gets my money.
Mm,
Because New Orleans you could do on a budget.
mm.
As long as you get the hotel in the quarter, everything else you can do on a budget.
I hear you. I'll wait from the plane. What else?
I wait from at home because that's how you go see watch me for the second straight year. Like nope. Especially that apparently the word through the grapevine, through the dirt sheets, is they're taking away all the watch parties as well in Vegas. So they're basically like, you're gonna go to this show or else.
Mm.
We're getting rid
Y'all,
of all the watch parties. We're making sure
you know
none of
what?
that's happening this year.
I wasn't gonna say it public, but I don't care. I can say it publicly because people will just
Well,
hate.
because you go to the shows, but we have people that, the money ain't there, and they
Oh,
like a couple of our people that we know did the watch parties, and we're like, I actually prefer this over going to the venue, and WWE's like, yeah, we're not
so
doing it this
yeah,
year. We're putting an axe to all that shit.
listen. Like I said, people will hate me for this, and I get it, but I thought it was smart to do that. I hate to say it.
The watch
I get,
parties.
no, I'm talking
No, to
about
get rid of
blocking it,
them, it's
blocking it
fucked up, but
because
it's like if you're trying to
it is.
maximize your profit, that's how you do
That's
it.
where I was going. Is that if they're really hurting to get people in the building, if that's an avenue they can legally do it.
Well, you want to get people to the
I hate to
building,
say that.
lower the fucking tickets because you're doing everything
Yeah,
else except
yeah,
Right.
lower the
no,
damn
that too.
tickets.
Right. Right.
That too. I agree. That too.
That's
But
really that's the main thing, right?
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. But listen, I paid less this year off the rip than I did last year. So
Mm.
I noticed a lower right off the, and I always buy my tickets right there in the
You
pre-sale.
do,
Mm-hmm.
And
and
I noticed it was lower. I got the same seat and it was lower.
see, but you're one of the few
How much
people
lower?
that buys it off rip
Couple
versus,
about maybe two something.
but you're one of the few
200
people
something.
who like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna buy it off rip versus like some who are like, let me actually see who's gonna be on this card, who's winning Rumble, who's gonna be our possible main event before I start organizing any of these damn trips because it's not cheap and the
Mm.
Oh yeah, nah,
logistics
I'm going to Mania
on top
regardless. And
of
I've been to terrible
on top
cards and
of
I'm yeah.
some of us are like, let me see what this tax refund looks like because
Mm.
some of that money's going to go possibly to our trips, and some people can't do
Mm-hmm.
taxes early.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
I
sure,
already
yeah,
got mine back, so I'm good.
yeah. I did too.
Thank you,
Some
government.
people don't
You
do
did
them at
something
all.
right.
Yeah, look, some people don't. She right too.
Hey, you
Some
better
people
do
don't
it.
do them at
Don't
all.
Wesley Snipes out here.
No, no, no,
Don't get yourself
no.
caught up in the 3 to 5 because you don't want to pay
No.
your taxes.
No, no, no. So what happens is I should not
And
actually
taxes,
should
that's
not be saying
federal.
that shit
That's
right now.
federal time.
Um I don't do my taxes, but I upload my W2 my W2 automatically uploads into the system.
Hmm.
So I always wind up getting a credit because I got a kid and I got a kid that's in college. So I get credits. So I always wind up although they wind up doing it for me, the IRS winds up doing it for me because you could have them just do it as long as
Hmm.
you upload everything. So once the W 2 becomes available for my job, I'll get an email, your documents are ready. And then I already have in my TurboTax to just automatically file it. And I already click all the stuff that needs to click so that, I think it's like a T81, something like that that gets uploaded into my
That's a
TurboTax.
calculator.
No,
It's like,
I think that's the name of the form of the
I
college
know.
form. But long story, I'm not gonna get into it. But no, I don't do my taxes. No, because I can't.
So
I
I do
don't
my own taxes,
because I
and I
don't want
do
to
it from the
know.
last pay stub. I do it from the last pay stub. So I'll take my last pay stub, and then I can
I
already
mean,
kind of
that's the
Yeah,
benefit
do
of
it.
being single and no dependents. Is I could do mine
that's
and want
right.
to. Me and H&R Block are just like, just sit down, 15 minutes. We already got your stuff pre-saved.
Slick
Yeah,
Just
laughing
all,
at
word.
us.
all's gonna take 10 minutes.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, done.
look, I dropped the little savings account interest form in there, and that's all I.
But
Yeah,
I understand your
they.
pain, Mimi, because my mom's like that, where it's like she's got to actually send hers to an accountant, and because of
Oh yeah,
dependents and all
nah,
that, it's like,
definitely.
Sometimes
Yeah,
they
ugh.
have
absolutely.
questions. Sometimes I don't see it until after the extension date is passed. Sometimes I'm like, oh shit, but then I always have a refund. So I don't like I always have as of the last 4 or 5 years, I've always had a refund. So I don't stress about it. I'm not going to jail. I know that much.
Oh yeah,
I'm not
nah.
going to jail.
I
We
listen.
wouldn't
I
allow
can't. I
you.
can't. I
Slick
can't
is
not do my
Like
taxes.
Vaughn said, we can't have Mimi Snipes out here. Like, no.
Look, I work in the
um
federal government. They're gonna find me if I don't do my taxes right
One
at my
thing you
job.
don't do is play with them alphabet boys because by hook or by crook, you see out here, Uncle Sam does not play fair. And it don't matter if you broke or if you were a billionaire celebrity, they come for that ass.
mhm,
Especially if it's
mhm.
money. Mm-mm. We will track you down in Botswana or wherever to come
That's
get
right.
that.
Yeah.
That's right. So real quick, we're gonna let Bill Bixby and Monet if she's up for it because I had given her the mic before she asked for it.
Bless your heart, Monet, for
Um
waiting too, because you've been waiting for like
right.
an
So Bill
episode.
Bixby, Monet. Also, we do Monet, Bill Bixby,
Yeah, Monet gotta
Vaughn,
go
and then
first.
Slick. Vaughn and then Slick. But I loved that was it a triple threat last night with Bailey, Oscar, and Natty?
Yep.
Well, yeah, it was a qualifying
Um
match, Mimi.
We
All
we
of
got a
them were
couple
triple threats.
qualifiers, and
shut up. Both of y'all shut up.
what I do?
It
He's
was
trying to be
on, and
funny.
I watched.
I
It was
watched it. I
on,
have
and I
notes. I
watched.
have notes. Thank you very
So you didn't write
much.
down that it was a qualifying match. What kind of notes are you taking? I wouldn't cheat off of you.
Anyway,
You can't be mad at me,
um
man. I sound like Macy Gray over here.
anyway,
You can't be letting me raise my voice.
anyway, I love that Oscar won this match. I hate that it was at the cost of Bailey. What are they do? So we're about to shut it down in a little bit just to let people in, but this is what I'm talking about with the creative abandoning certain things, i.e., this whole twist of Bailey switching and being psychotic or whatever. Like I feel like they completely forgot about that, which is kind of weird. Maybe I haven't been watching. Maybe that's why I've not
They
seen.
transitioned it.
To what?
So
To what?
what it is now is that they do it's the opposite, that she's docile now, but then Lyra kind of bigs her up and like slaps her a little bit, and then she fires up. So it's weird. She's not going back and forth. It's just a flip of a switch type thing. It's not a she's okay and then not okay and then okay and then not okay. Like it's not like what it was in the beginning, like with the promos and all that and the
Mm-hmm.
voices in her head and all. It's not like that anymore. It's not like, like how Lyra would come into the locker room and she would be like, you're an idiot or what is wrong with you? But then it's not like that anymore. She's just regular Bailey. And then when Lyra feels like she's not, or she needs Bailey to be like super Bailey, basically, like she'll like slap her or something or yell at her or something. And then Bailey gets fired up and then it switches. So yeah, they abandoned it and changed it into something else. So
Okay. But I loved it. I love that match. I loved I thought the interview with Liv was interesting. I didn't understand why she was crying at the end after she was ha-ha-haing in people's
go
faces the
watch the
whole
Oh,
translation.
time.
because Stephanie dragged her for filth, and you had
I
Dominic
love that. I love
translate.
that.
You had Dominic translated to
Yeah.
Live, and I
I
love.
saw that. I saw all of that, guys. I saw all of
And
that.
if there's one thing I
But
can say,
the character is not supposed to be crying. She's not supposed to be crying regardless.
true. I'll say this though: if there's one thing WWE has done really good, like the last year or two, is letting people who come from different backgrounds speak in their native languages. Like Stephanie hooking off in Spanish, Asuka and Io hooking off in
Yeah.
Japanese. Like letting if they're Japanese, whatever,
No,
and
I've seen
let them
it.
speak in
We've
their
seen
native
it.
language, and they let them do it. And I get it. We're an American crowd, American city is still fucking Stephanie Go. And I
Right.
think you see the passion through Stephanie's character better that way instead of her trying to figure
Absolutely.
out the words in English where it's it's not there
No, no, no.
because
I
you
get
can
all
tell.
that. I get all that.
But I
Can you
like.
translate what she said, Justin? I'm not cutting the line, but as well, can you translate what she said?
I have the tweet somewhere saved. I could send that to you specifically word for word. I
Okay.
got you.
Damn,
I
I
got
thought you
you.
speak Spanish.
I do, but it's
Okay.
Oh
basically
man.
man, it
Okay.
hurts to
Okay.
talk, and you gonna have me say a
Right, right,
thesis
right, 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 right,
statement
right.
of what Stephanie gave last
Oh yeah,
night.
I'm dodging the flu too. I'm cool. I'm cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got you, Slick.
So, okay. So, I love that aspect of it. Um, I'm not even going to comment on the Americano stuff because it just grinds my gears. That whole every time the music just plays, it grinds my gears.
You
Um,
don't like anything. Whatever. I'm
I don't
sorry.
I
Go
just don't
ahead.
like that.
Go
I don't
ahead.
like
Go ahead.
that. I don't like
Go
it
ahead.
anyway.
Go
And I
ahead.
don't like
It's fine.
anything right now. The product is shit. It's doo doo until my tribal chief comes back on
Oh my
March
gosh.
2nd. um
This
Monet.
the irony of that. Like it's just
Monet. Monet, if you have something to say.
I can't.
I'm
Oh,
here.
we can hear you.
I think I'm gonna make a sign for Madison Square Garden, purposefully
And you're gonna say
making
what?
sure that
I mean, what is it gonna say?
Mimi likes Roman,
Whatever, Monet.
and I'll throw it in the trash. Oh my god.
Whatever. Shut up. Monet. What's poppin',
Uh,
girlfriend? How are you?
Hi.
I
It's been a
know.
while.
I figured you've been studying.
Well, no, I wasn't. I was sick.
Okay. All right.
Anybody who knows me knows I don't study.
Okay.
But yeah, I was
Oh
sick.
no. Are
I
you
was
feeling
sick.
Oh
better?
well, that's
Yeah, I feel a whole lot better. I was down and out for the count. Felt like I was
So
dying.
this
I
is
was like,
your fault. I sound
Oh.
like Macy Gray, Monet.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I hope you're feeling better.
but yeah. But yeah. But I wanted to talk about Cody Rhodes. Well, that's what piqued my
Okay.
interest initially. Um, Cody Rhodes. As we know, I like Cody Rhodes. He's making it very hard.
Is he? Is
Izzy,
he?
I'm
that's
not
what she
gonna
Mm.
lie.
said.
He's making it especially on Friday. Like, I didn't want him to win the triple threat. I wanted it to be Sammy because I feel like they had. I'm not interested in Drew and Cody in a WrestleMania main event. Like that does not interest me. That is boring. Even if you add Jacob, I don't want to see it. I don't care. I mean, there's a lot of things I don't care about
Mhm.
right now in WWE,
Mhm.
unfortunately. But I just felt like they had a chance to like change it, and it's like you could have just did Cody and Randy. Like it was very easy to just have Sammy win, and then run Cody and Drew or Cody Jacob and Drew
Mhm.
early, and have Cody just. I don't really want Cody to win the belt a third time, but like it was easy to have to put the belt back on Cody and have Randy win the Chamber, and you have a new fresh match that people actually
Mhm.
want to see. And I think that is something that is frustrating to me is like they just stick to this thing. And I want it is conflicting because I want Drew to have the belt going into Mania, but like if it's leading to another Cody Drew match, this is why I wish they put the belt on Drew earlier. Because I'm like I wouldn't feel as bad about saying I want the belt off of Drew to then run another match with Cody. Like I wouldn't feel as bad about it because Drew would have had
Mhm.
it longer. But I'm just like I feel like you had a chance to like stick to do something different that actually is interesting to
Mhm.
fans. That is like you're just sticking to the path, and like the path isn't that interesting. And I feel like they know it's not that interesting. I don't think they're dumb. I just think they just are so stuck on what they want to do, and they're just kind of like, this is the direction. I feel like you had a chance to, and I think it really would have shook things up, and it would have been like, crazy because like, oh, Cody's not in the chamber and Jacob's not in the chamber. Like there's more hype in that. And I think also on the road to Mania as well to just add more interest and like hoops and challenges on the road to Mania to get to the night one main event by just not putting Cody in the chamber. I feel like that would have been different. It would have been shocking to people,
Mhm.
and instead they were like, no,
Do this.
we're just gonna. Even when he won, I was like, of course they did the easy thing. Like they did the easy thing. When I'm like, I feel like there was just something better you could have did. But so I'm like, Cody's booking right now to me is a little bit more frustrating because I'm like, I also like him better in the chase anyway. I think he's a better chaser. I think he's just. I don't know. Cody Rhodes is frustrating me right now, and I'm like, I don't want it to be frustrating, but it is. So that's kind of where I am
Mhm.
with Cody. Um, and then and then so y'all talked about a lot, and I lost my train of thought along the way. I'm sorry. Um, I did want to when y'all were talking about like Trick and like
Mhm.
Randy and stuff, and I just wanted to. And it was crazy because it was a conversation I had with my friend last week about like how like in comparison to how they like push like female stars compared to like men stars and stuff, how like they're just more willing to like pull the trigger
Mhm.
on things and more willing to experiment and try. And I'm like, if you did, I mean, I think it's probably gonna be Trick and Sammy. But if they did do Trick and Randy, then yeah, I agree. Like Trick should win. Like I feel like they make it hard for like these younger dudes to like break into the club, and to like really like be able to like build and not just like put IC titles on them or put US titles on them or let's just put you in like a non-title feud over here and it's like eventually it's like you gotta pull the trigger. You just gotta do it. Like and they do it with the women all the time. They'll give them money in the bank. They'll give them a run with it. They'll give them a lengthy run. I think just to see like how they do with it, and people have their feelings about it, and some people like it and some people don't. But I'm like, at least they try. At least they experiment with like, especially at the tippy top with like a new name. You at least get one or two new women holding a world title every single year on the main roster because it's just like they're more and maybe it's because they feel like the guys in the main event is like well that's where the business really is and maybe they feel it'll affect their money or whatever but I'm just like I just wish they would and hopefully we're getting to that point with Oba and Trick and Javon and etc and hopefully Dom and stuff like that where they're gonna be more willing to like not just put mid-card belts on them but put world championships on them and put them in genuine world championship programs and like actually try and allow and not and I hate that there always has to be excuse my language, but this is like the way I feel about it. It's like there always has to be some
Mhm.
bullshit
Mhm.
around it. Like there
Mhm.
always nobody can just win. It always has to be there has to be interference or there has to be a no
Mhm.
contest or there has to be there's always something. Like they never just allow it to just be this clean
Traditional win.
definitive
Yep.
star making moment for somebody. And I'm just like they could have had I mean there would have been I don't know. I just wish they would like be more willing to just take that leap. Like I am of like so of the opinion. I'm like I just think it's okay to try. Like
Right.
just do it. Like I mean Jey Uso isn't a newer star, but like they were willing to take that leap with Jey Uso and like creatively looking back on it is like y'all could have did a whole lot more stuff sooner if you didn't go with Jey Uso. But I'm happy they at least tried because at least now they know and they feel like Jey Uso is back to where they want to put Jey Uso and that's okay. But like at least you tried it for the moment. At least you saw what it possibly could have been and attempted
But I
and I
feel
just kind
like
of
I
hope
don't mean to
that.
cut you off, but I feel like in for pandemic, they were willing to do that. And maybe they were willing to do that because they didn't have a choice, but they saw like what that created. They saw that some of the people that they did give chance to, like they really did went leaps and bounds. And I just don't understand, if you took the risk then and it kind of worked, why won't you take the risk now? And you're
Yeah,
sticking to this weird formula that I don't even understand. I've never seen this formula before that he's feeding us. But
I feel like in Triple H is because like also he's like all about long term storytelling. He doesn't like anybody interfering with the plan.
mm,
Like I feel like that's also an issue. Is like okay, even if you want to push a guy, is like well they feel like oh well, but we're building to this match or we're building that match, and I think that's another issue they have. Stop waiting forever to run these big matches.
yeah,
Like why are you waiting forever to
because you
do
don't
Cody
have
and
the
Randy?
content to wait that long anyway.
Yeah, like you've been waiting forever to do Cody and Randy, and like look where we are. Like we're 2 years into this
Yeah,
thing of you teasing Cody and Randy. You could if you would have did if you again this is one of the ifs of like choosing to go with Jey Uso. I'm like, you could have did Seth and Roman last year and did Gunther and Punk like you wanted to do, and then you could have did Punk and Cody this year, you know. And so
yeah.
it's now it's like if you want to like, and they like to have the world titles entangled in those things, and so it's like if you're doing that, it's like well then now you're pushing off this person possibly being a world champion or this new person possibly being a world champion because it's like well we got to do this big match, but we want the world title involved, and we got to do this one, but it's like they're saving it till Mania, and I'm like, or they're saving it till SummerSlam, and I'm like, and I think that also adds to like so much like time throughout the year where things are just kind of boring.
Lingering. Yep.
Yeah, because you're just waiting, and it's just like we gotta do something. I think long term storytelling is great, but you can't wait too long. Like
Yeah.
then I feel like
Agreed.
that is like a Triple H issue. But something I did want to talk about on Raw
Hmm.
was the Becky AJ promo. I'm sorry, some of these things are negative, but I have opinions right now. I have built up opinions. I'm sorry. Um,
Listen, I don't know what's going on with this AJ situation, but I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. Because I don't want Corey to
Oh, I'm
think that
not. I'm
I'm
already immune to you.
constantly
No, you
I'm
are. It's fine.
constantly
This is
being
what you
negative.
do. No, it's what you do. It's
No.
fine. Go ahead. Go
Go ahead.
ahead. Just
Go,
take a
Monet.
dump on the
Go.
whole thing. You've been doing that for weeks now. I hate
But
Becky. AJ's a
no, no,
child. Why
no.
is she
But Becky
skipping?
did.
Yada yada
Wait,
yada.
wait,
Go
wait, wait,
ahead. It's
wait. Becky
fine.
did. Becky did make me laugh by calling her boo boo.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
She
You
called her
can.
boo boo, and I laughed. I
Hey,
did. I chuckled.
choose
I
your words
chuckled.
carefully when it comes to AJ Lee. Puerto Ricans are winning right now. Don't mess this up
What does
for
that
us.
mean? What does that mean? She sounds terrible. I don't care. Like, what are you
Go
talking
go ahead.
about?
You don't like anything. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
We're completely different dynamics. I'm
Go ahead.
positive. You're
Yeah,
negative.
yeah, we're
It's
not
fine.
biased on this show.
go, go ahead. Go ahead, Monet.
okay, so my thing about the bank, okay, even the one they had the week prior,
Mm-hmm.
um, I just I'm
Mm,
sorry, like it ain't working. It just ain't working. It's just
mm,
like, and I love AJ Lee. I'm a big fan. Like I wasn't watching when the time she was around, but like she means a lot. Like she means a lot to me. Like she's somebody who inspires me as a person.
mm-hmm.
But right now, character is just like I feel like we're playing. She's okay because she was loved for being like this crazy,
Weird.
like yeah, weird
Mm-hmm.
character, and because like she's bringing so much of herself into it, which isn't necessarily always a bad thing. But I think with what she's bringing into it about like therapy and all that stuff, love therapy,
Mm-hmm.
But like I think when you have a character like that, and then you're completely doing a full 180 on the character, the thing that people love, the reason why people wanted to see you come back, it's just like I feel like she's and the way I describe it, I'm like it's just she's just giving millennial quirkiness.
Mm,
Like that's I just don't feel like that's not. I don't feel like that's what people really want to see from her, and I don't feel like it's translating well in her promos.
mm-hmm.
I don't feel like her promos have just. I don't feel like they've been hitting.
Right.
There's really no like substance to it. And then Becky, like I loved what Becky was doing with her character prior to SummerSlam with Lyra, and I just feel like ever since it's just been a downhill
Mm,
spiral with Becky. Or like I just feel like it's just like the character is now just becoming a lot more of a chicken shit heel than it was even then. I feel like it's just so much more erratic, and I get what she's trying to go for. I just don't think it's hitting. I don't feel like it's hitting the same. There were even lines in that promo where I was just like, "This just makes no sense." When AJ was like, "I gave you 10 years and you still didn't catch up," I'm like, "AJ, like Becky is a Mania, like the first woman to win the main event of WrestleMania, hold two world titles at the same
right.
time, like also a best selling author as well as AJ,
What are
like
you talking
also
about?
in Hollywood as well. Like Becky is." I would say like has lapped AJ in terms of accolades in many different ways, and so I'm like, even that line in the promo, I'm just like, that doesn't make any sense. I'm just kind of at the point where, and then also it doesn't help that AJ but like be there for like a couple weeks and then disappear for like months. Like that didn't help at all.
Hmm.
I just feel like the heat that was once there is just gone, and I think also where their characters are, I just feel like it's not clicking between
Yeah.
the two of them,
Yeah.
and it's probably gonna go to Mania,
Yeah.
and I'm like, but I'm just kind of over it. I'm like, I was interested before, but I'm like, he died, and then now they're back doing it, and I'm just like, yeah, this ain't it. Like, it's just not hitting for me. Also, and then about the Liz Stephanie promo,
Hmm.
I love what Stephanie was saying. I love the fire that she gave. I've seen some people that were confused. They were like, "What do you mean, like Liv didn't work hard?" And I'm like, if you see it from Stephanie's perspective, she's basically saying like, Liv. She feels like because Liv made it to WWE way earlier than her, that she feels like, oh, she just had to work her way through the WWE system. And she's claiming like, oh, that's easier, right? Than her road, right? Because she had to like it took her so long to even just make it through the door. And so
Hmm.
I feel like some people didn't understand that. Like, I don't think she was like genuinely saying like Liv didn't work hard. I think she's just saying like she felt this path to get to the company in general was easier. I feel like some people misunderstood that. But I will say, what Stephanie said, I don't feel like was enough to make Liv cry. Like,
Right. That's why I was just like, what's wrong with you,
I'm like, I
girl?
don't have it.
What?
I'm not saying the character should never cry. I just don't feel like that was enough. Like,
That wasn't it. That wasn't
Liv,
it.
people have said way worse. Like, sweetie, that is not. I'm like,
Yeah, I didn't
okay,
understand.
yeah,
I
but
didn't understand.
yeah, I know there was a lot of negative things, but there's not a lot
I'm
of
into consistency, and that it just didn't feel consistent to me.
yeah, but yeah, that's a lot of
What?
I said a lot of negative things. Sorry. But yeah,
It's
I
okay.
just haven't been feeling the
No,
product.
you're good.
Rare
This
for me.
consistency thing.
I usually feel the product, but okay, that's that.
Thank you,
I'm
Monet.
sorry. She said consistent,
Yeah, I did. I
like
did.
SmackDown and Raw don't come on the same day, the same time every week.
That's not what I you see, you wasn't even
Okay.
listening to the context.
No,
You wasn't even listening to the
I
context of
was,
my
but I'm just
consistency.
using the word.
But
Listen,
anyway.
how about you? Mhm.
Yeah,
Go
uh-huh.
ahead.
Say it.
How about
Um
you consistently watch the show? How about that?
uh, anyway, how about them
Oh,
consistently being consistent with creative? Go ahead, Vaughn.
All right,
oh.
Tell that to Roman.
all right. So anyway,
What
first
up,
off,
Vaughn?
wow, okay. It's first off as far as SmackDown, keep it short, keep it simple. But for one, I would say that Trick versus Randy would definitely be more money than Trick versus Sammy. So at least strike that iron while it's hot.
Yep.
So as far as that's concerned, Sammy, like we all do respect that dude could wait, but when it comes to Trick versus Randy, that's much more in demand because because the thing is, Randy knows game, and so you definitely want to, go in that, in my estimation, that direction. And I
Right.
also feel as though WWE does drag their feet when it comes to rivalries, when it comes to matchups, like whether it's Bianca versus Charlotte, Bianca versus Rhea, all these different type of things. Obviously, we ain't getting that right now because of what happened, surgery.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole nother conversation in and of itself. But it just goes to show that sometimes they drag their feet for too long, like Rock and Roman. But when it comes to Monday, the main thing, especially, congratulations to Javon Evans. Never let anybody tell you that you smile too much.
Nope.
It's never a crime to be excited, to be joyful. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And don't let
Say
anybody tell.
say that again, Vaughn. There's
But
hosts on here that feel
Anyway.
that I
well,
don't.
what
Anyway.
but what the thing is, like I don't have to worry about Mimi, calling Javon a tap dancing
Okay.
jigaboo
No,
like
no,
Kevin
no,
Nash
not
did.
that.
Um,
You were on here. Y'all clearly heard Mimi say, "Why am I so positive all the time?
but
Why do
but
I like
but I mean,
everything all
but
the
the thing
time?"
about it,
Nah,
the thing about it though is that look at the New Day. The New
there's
Day set the blueprint for Javon in the first place. You know what
there's
I mean?
no
So
way y'all. Oh my gosh, y'all
yeah,
are
you know what I mean. But
amazing.
I mean,
What it he's just making a comment. Stop it.
No,
exactly
he's
right.
fine. He's
Yeah, so
fine. Go ahead.
yes, so like I said, as far as that, because that was the main headline this week so far. Anyway, it's like the giant elephant in the room. But like I said, congratulations, to Javon, and truth be told, Kevin on his best day, Javon would have him spinning on his head like a breakdancer in that ring, because he can't even touch him. But the thing about it is that also, I'm glad. It's funny how Stephanie read Liv for filth to the point where where Liv needed a translator. And I've never seen Liv cry and get humbled like that ever. So as far as that's concerned, and also like I said, congratulations to Oscar, well deserved. If there was anybody that triple threat that needed to be in that chamber, it would definitely be her. And so I definitely agree with Monet in terms of AJ's promo. I feel as though some of that stuff, even as a millennial, to be with all due respect, feels kind of dated by today's, by today's product. Even though it feels like, AJ and Becky are almost like a generation apart from each other, even though Becky's like 2 months older than her, which sounds kind of crazy. But of course it's true that Becky has cleared AJ in terms of legacy, just same way that the tribal chief has cleared Pepsi Punk in terms of his legacy. You know what I mean? So it's we all know that. Mimi knows that as well as I do. It's not even close. You know, and also like when it comes to like when it comes to Finn still being involved, it's just like what, just like I'm just ready for Judgment Day to implode. Just let Dom cost Finn that match and just keep it moving because nobody asking for no Finn Balor in 2026. You know what I mean? So those are the main things. I really really want to talk about. Like I said, congratulations to the six seven kid Javon Evans. You know what I mean? The young OG. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So like I said, don't let anybody like I said, no, don't let anybody dim the
Your
lights in the
light.
ring. That's what it
That's
is.
right. Thank you, Vaughn.
Absolutely.
Um, where's Bill? Is Bill here?
Bill
I
no
guess he
está
left.
aquí.
Okay. Slick.
Slick,
Slick got the kids.
slick going once, slick going twice, slick reading translations.
All right, yo, listen.
There you say his name.
I didn't know. That's right. Say his name and he appears. No. uh, I did. I didn't really have anything. I just wanted to say hi, but
Harley.
I really like the point that Monet was making about like how they're bringing up a lot of these black wrestlers, and I really just want to see them get an honest, fair shake. Like I said the same thing when they said they were going to do Big E's singles run. My first and really only thought was like, man, if you're going to do it for real. Like, don't just don't give him like a BS singles run. Like, if you're going to book him like John Cena. You know what I mean? And I know nobody wants to hear that, but like, here's the problem, right? Like the reason why it's so hard for fans to see a lot of these black wrestlers in the same light they see these white wrestlers in is they never booked them that way. They
Mhm.
never booked them that way. Like I think Bobby Lashley has 2 wins over Brock Lesnar, but they were both on some screw job assisted win. You know what I mean? And so when wrestlers don't see all those people in the same light, like yo, I can't tell you how many times I argue with people for years. There's no reason Kofi Kingston can't be WWE champion. I'm like, yo, like, what are y'all talking about, yo? Like,
Right.
like, it's wrestling. It's a
Right.
TV show.
Right.
You can book anybody in any
Anything.
role you want
Right.
to. The Miz is a 2-time WWE champion. Okay,
Right.
like I swear to God, yo,
Right.
I saw the Miz beat Titus O'Neil in a match one time, and I almost quit watching wrestling forever. But I was just like, yo,
Right.
it is what it
There's
is.
nothing wrong with the Miz being 2-time WWE
Oh my
Well, all
champion.
right, we're not
God.
going.
You
Listen,
missed it.
it's
You
getting close to
missed
8
the
o'clock, so we're not
point.
going to dive into that. But listen, the Trick Williams thing working like a charm. It's
Yep.
working like a charm,
Yep.
and like the cool thing is, I said this before. I say it again. Trick Williams, he got something that you just can't teach, man. He got something that you can't teach, and he got something that fair skinned folks are always trying to farm from us.
Mhm.
And but again, this he's not faking. You know what I mean? Like that's who that dude is, and it's just awesome to see him getting a fair shake to do his thing. Like as a performer, he's clearly learning as he goes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But he's killing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because we
Like
didn't think he was gonna be here. We didn't think he was gonna be here.
yeah, well, because I didn't think he'd get a chance, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think like, and he said this himself, but I totally agree. That time he spent as TNA World Champion helped him out
Yeah.
so much
Yeah.
because it gave him the opportunity to step out of the NXT bubble, step in front of some different crowds, and really have the show be on him.
Yeah.
Right when he was showing up as the TNA World Champion, he was like the most important part of those shows, right?
Yeah.
Like you're on a major angle, right? Like you're the invader and you got the title. You got to come out here and make these people hate you. Like
Yeah.
your whole his job was to get Mike Santana over.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like he smoked it, man. He absolutely smoked it. And I think that like really helped him take a huge leap as far as like just his confidence, the ability to carry a spot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And look, when they put him in the ring with people who can do so much, it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
But I will say this, he's getting better. Like the more you see him, like I don't know if he's ever going to be, Canadian destroyer Hurricane Rana guy, but like but he's getting better. And by the way, like everybody don't have to be that. Like I'm the first person to tell you the thing that matters least in pro wrestling is the wrestling to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I just want to like care about the characters. Do I want to see you win? Do I want to see you lose? Do I
Right.
care? Right? Like that's what's important to me. And like I said, Trick Williams he delivers that so well. And Monet mentioned about like hey, they gave Jey Uso a shot, but you know what? Like they didn't just give Jey Uso a shot, man. Like Jey Uso, his ability to convey emotion was a huge reason why that Bloodline story did so well.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like his ability to sell emotion, like really got Roman over as this manipulator and this like this guy who just didn't care about anything but himself. And then think about that segment where he says to Jimmy, "You out and I'm out too."
Right.
Like, dog, that's still. I watched that segment the other day. I was like, "Oh, this shit is so amazing,
Mm-hmm.
dog, so amazing." And so, like, Jay Uso earned that spot. You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
He earned now since then, right? Since they've taken him, out of the cocoon of the bloodline. I wish that he flourished more as like a solo act, right? If he could command a promo better, like that would be that would have helped him more. But but he earned it, man. He earned his spot. Like the yeet thing. Like man, that's all him, bro. Like he was the swag of the bloodline. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like so, I'm just saying like you just bringing it back to like to the black wrestlers, right? Like Trick Williams, he's delivering that, right? Like he's delivering that level of like of swag that you can't teach. And so I think that's dope because I think he's earning his spot because again, those European crowds had traditionally not been very friendly to black wrestlers. Every country they went to, they was all chanting whoop that.
Mm-hmm.
And so like Trick is showing that he's got it. And he's got it in a way that they don't really have anybody else who has it. You know what I mean? Like the way he be talking about his lemon pepper steppers and let's talk about it. Like, bro, that dude is unique. He is special, man. He's a special performer. And I'm like I said, I'm just glad he's actually just getting a chance. Because in all the years previously where we watching WWE, they would stick that dude like way lower on the card. And they've thrust him into the midst of some big dogs, and he's like not only holding his own,
Mm-hmm.
but in terms of reaction, his reactions are as good as anybody out right now. So it's fun to watch. I'm happy to see it. Trick Williams is my black wrestler of the week. Hey, listen, love y'all. Enjoy the
Thank you,
show.
Trick.
Thanks for keeping the thing going. And I see y'all all the time. Oh wait. One more
Mm,
thing. One more thing. One more thing. One
mm,
more thing. One more thing.
mm, mm.
I wanted to say I be watching the BRP, and I love that y'all be watching TNA in the background. Okay,
Oh, you know what?
yeah.
I
I'm
say to
I'm
myself, yo, if Slick was
yeah
in
yeah
the chat, because I don't see
yeah.
you in the chat.
Bro, like, I don't be in the chat, bro. Like, sometimes, so every now and then I'll be in the chat, but like a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times, like I catch it, you know what I mean, on my drive to work. Like I listen to the pod or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but I can hear like while y'all be having the conversations, somebody be like,
Yes.
"Oh snap,
Yep.
the Tessa Blanchard," you know what I
Yep.
mean, like
Yep.
whatever, like
Yep.
and I'm like, "Oh,
You
like,"
would
but see,
appreciate
that's
that.
that's honest. That's the dope thing about them being on like a real TV network.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Is like people who wouldn't go
It's
out of their way to watch
accessible.
TNA like, yo, I'm a wrestling fan. Let me just put this on in the
Mm-hmm.
background while I'm doing whatever. Like that's dope for
It's
them. So
accessible. Yep.
hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. That's
All
dope.
right.
But anyway, happy
Thank you,
Black History
friend.
Month.
Yes. Yes.
Peace out.
Um, that was great. Okay, so we're
God
done.
bless.
We are done. Corey.
What?
Why are you acting like that,
Give the
Corey?
benediction.
You give the benediction,
Corey
Corey.
Oh, I
Raheem
closed out last week.
Sounders.
I closed out last week. Go ahead.
Well, we were at the end. I
And we're
actually
done. Good
watched.
night. We're done.
Shut up. I actually watched one show this week. My aim is to watch 3 shows a week, but I actually watched a full show now. I have to next week continuously watch that show so that I can fully be back. We have some great content that has fallen on our in our Patreon and on the timeline. You will see it. We've got we have a new show that comes out on Tuesdays during the day, right? 11 o'clock. Forgive me. I do not know the name of the show. I should be tarred and slaughtered for that.
Mm, mm, mm.
Um, what else do we got? Oh, we got Could Have Been dropping on Mondays. Shout out to Creek for letting me know that Could Have Been Love 2 has dropped. Absolutely fucking hilarious. Me and Cal watching that. So pay to 1, pay to 10.
Mhm.
And Thursdays,
Mhm.
where you can catch some more buffoonery. I will be on this week. Last week, as I told you, I was at the Fourth Rope event, um, which was cool to be outside. That was my first outside event since the summer. So it was good to see some people, good to watch some wrestling. And yeah, that's it. And the Elimination Chamber is what, the 28th, next week, Saturday. Is that in the States? We're not getting an early morning brunch PLE? No, right?
It's in Chicago.
They did say that last night. So it's in Chicago. And that's it. Love what you want to love. Be happy go lucky like our buddy Corey. He got off.
He
He got
really, I don't
off.
know why he does this. As and he'd be like,
He got
I ain't
off.
mad. See, I'm the even keel one. I'm the positive one in the group. But
I'm
see,
the positive one, but then he's like, no, I don't want to talk. No, I'm gonna get
you the
off.
one running off the chat like Bill Belichick in the Super Bowl. It's like, yo, what we doing here?
Mm.
Come on.
Anyway, love you guys. Thank you for the support. And Cody Rhodes is who he is. They're gonna force him down our throats, whether he sucks or not. But we know he sucks. Have a good night.
Peace.